Welcome to the Imaginary Game Jam 2025 Ceremony of Awards. My name is Caxt, and I will be your host. Today, we celebrate the dedicated game developers who committed, toiled, and persevered in the face of adversity. You rose to the challenge before you. You built a video game. Today is your day. Today, of more than 100 developers who joined the jam, 9 battle-hardened souls will be crowned with an award and a cash prize. And stay tuned for a special announcement at the end of the premiere. Now, let us proceed with the first judging category. Our first award goes to the community favorite. Thank you so much to the Imaginary Game community for playing, reviewing, and scoring each other's games. It's because of you that we have the opportunity to host the Imaginary Game Jam and make it into something special for the people who enjoy making games, just like we do. So, which game did you vote to be your favorite game?
And the winner is Kindling.
Spacebar? Wait, didn't I just attack with spacebar?
Kindling is what happens when your in-laws tell you they're stopping by for Christmas with only 2 days' notice. You're scrambling in your kitchen trying to time 8 different dishes, realizing that your oven only has enough space for 3 of the 4 frozen entrees. And the homemade gravy you meant to prepare was supposed to simmer for 3 hours when you've only got an hour and a half left. Also, your in-laws are Hitler Krampus. Despite Gabbo's embarrassing, racially insensitive relatives, he still manages to feed Fernie a steady diet of pine cones that rain down from the heavens above. Congratulations to State of Flux for developing a lovely Christmas dinner.
Our second category is most funny. When times are tough and the world gets you down and the news expects you to believe that Epstein did a seppuku, it's important to take a step back, relax, and make each other have a good old guffaw. The winner of this category brought a smile to our face, and we're grateful to have the chance to highlight a game that raises our spirits.
Señoras y señores, el momento ha llegado. Y el ganador es Vessel 92.
Vessel 92 is the second winner in the history of the Imaginary Game Jam that takes us back to a simpler time in gaming, specifically Lego Island 2. Except this time, instead of delivering pizzas to break convicted felons out of jail, we're delivering pizzas to appease the great undergod's lower intestine. We're still unclear if we're the 90-second pizza delivery Gabbo, or each of our pizzas is a vessel for exactly 92 pepperonis. But either way, there's nothing like a heavy dose of lactose within Moby Dick's kidney to cheer us up. Congratulations to Semi, and our hearts go out to you and all those affected by the wildfires.
The third category is Best Gestalt. Making video games requires you to wear many hats, and sometimes making an award ceremony requires you to wear a lot of hats too. Only OG Imaginary Game Jammers understood that reference. The winner of this category demonstrated skill, not just in being able to make a fun game, but in the ability to craft a layered experience.
Mesdames et messieurs, préparez-vous, et le gagnant est Underking.
Underking is an epic tale of two warring factions between Princess Fernie of the Elves and Warlord Gobbo of the Goblins, and the small country caught in the middle. Players don the role of man with pickaxe as they mansplain to all their fellow villagers how to live their lives. Harvest wood and stone to build up fortifications in your town by day, and then venture into the underground to mine for precious metals to upgrade your character at night. The sprawling labyrinth beneath the surface is home to buried treasures, spooky ghosts, and remnants of the ancient flesh god that gave birth to the universe. Congratulations to CA's Windsor for packing so much content into their game and for winning Best Gestalt.
The fourth category is Most Imaginative. We here at Imaginary Game Studios, as you can imagine, greatly appreciate developers with an outstanding sense of imagination. It isn't outside the realm of imagination to say, this developer imagined an entire world within their game. The only thing not imaginary is the cash prize they've earned themselves with this display of imagination.
Meine Damen und Herren, Achtung! Und der Wiener ist Meatborn Messiah.
Have you ever imagined you were the speaker for a death cult in the middle of a flesh desert with an unlimited supply of round thing and a horde of mildly unamused, three-eyed glorg boys? Us neither. Until we experienced the glorious odyssey from Gobbo's hut to the neighboring town of Pitts Creek, where we were tasked with petting the local stray crab population. Not only did we get insight into the local customs with our various quests, but we also had dynamic combat against an enemy with functioning AI and a mechanic of hitting all three eyes to stun them. Congratulations to Just Burger and Stuff for creating a very weird game in the best way imaginable.
Our next category is Gobbo and Fernie Friendship. Last year, we got to experience our favorite diet and fitness companion, Medic, cameo in your games. This year, we're not just looking to see Gobbo and Fernie appear in your games, we're searching for the game that best demonstrates the bond of friendship between Gobbo and Fernie. In whose game will their love for each other stand the test of time?
Oi, mates, grab some shrimp and throw it on the barbie because the winner is Gobbo and Fernie, Into the Flesh Abyss.
Gobbo and Fernie. Into the Flesh Abyss is a great title and deserves to be up there with the greats. Spy Fox and Dry Cereal, Putt Putt Travels Through Time, and Freddy Fish. The Case of the Missing Kelp Seeds. The theme of Flesh Pit invites verticality, but rather than attempting to escape one, Gobbo and Fernie find themselves diving headfirst into danger. Typically, a Gobbo would prize nothing more than his trophies, but in this game, Gobbo generously donates his priceless trophies to keep Fernie's flame alight. If that's not true friendship, I don't know what is. Congratulations to Oki for reminding us what friends are for.
Our final category is Best Theme. The Wheel of Wonder tore your hearts asunder by selecting not just one, but two themes for this year's Game Jam. Fantasy, 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 and Flesh Pit. That's right, the winner of this category understood the assignment and crafted a game that didn't just show us a fantasy world, nor did it toss us into a flesh pit. It did the unthinkable and gave us both a fantasy flesh pit.
各位来宾，请注意，发生热血 Hidden Threat。
Hidden Threat is a game that pays homage to Gabo and Fernie's origin in Rogue Climber, with the inclusion of the Torii Gates and the Shimenawa rope. Of course, everyone watching this video has definitely already purchased and played Rogue Climber, available now in early access on Steam, so you didn't need me to tell you that. We also get a surprise cameo from the Wheel of Wonder. It decides your fate in the fantasy realm before you venture deep into the flesh pit to do glorious battle against the flesh punks. We loved seeing Gabo and Fernie in the animated pixel art style. Congratulations to Solo Code for an excellent juxtaposition of fantasy and flesh pit.
Now that we've covered our individual categories, we move on to those games that exceeded expectations across multiple categories. Congratulations to these developers for excelling beyond the Call of Duty and making more interesting games than Call of Duty. Now, let us glimpse into the madness of a game that understood the assignment with 3rd overall.
皆様、お待たせしました。勝者は The Blight House.
The Blight House takes us to the precipice between life and death itself. Fernie is imagined as the engine to the steamboat that ferries souls to the afterlife, and Gabo is its steward. If there's one thing that can make a game any more disturbing than taking place in a pit of flesh, it would be a gratuitous amount of milking. Just ask Monster Hunter Wilds. In this game, we are tasked with moistening the giant eyeball atop the Blight House that guides the way across the Sea of Souls. To do this, you must manage the Blight House, turning it off and on to draw in wayward souls, so that you may milk their eyeballs and transplant it to the Blight House. Congratulations to Acid Pop for making a deliciously milky game.
Only 2 games remain. Who will win? Who rose to the challenge and triumphed? Hint, both of the following games did, because we're here with 2nd overall. A delightfully charming and addictive game with an excellent balance of difficulty and simplicity.
80s lay and Entleman gay. And they inner way is Roped In.
Roped In tells the tale of one brave Fernie who must retrieve his beloved buddy Gabo from the mayor's personal flesh pit. The reason for this is that Gabo was caught swindling trophies from the mayor's other personal flesh pit, his mistress. How dastardly! Thus, Fernie ensnares his Gabo friend with a rope and uses his powers of fiery projection to tow him back to safety. Roped In is fun, cute, charming, clever, challenging, but perfectly paced. And if you're a pro gamer like me, you can collect all the trophies to unlock a hardcore mode. We loved the tone and the art style here, so a big congratulations to Beloy for their entry.
And here we are, the end, the finale, the grand reveal. We've seen a plethora of excellent games thus far, but only one can be crowned with the title of First Overall. Let us discover together who is the winner of the Imaginary Game Jam 2025.
Kives Romani, audite, et victor est, death may come.
Death May Come is a story about a mysterious figure afflicted with an equally mysterious illness. They've uncovered the secret of a hidden flesh pit fruit that is said to cure all what ails ya. What they didn't expect to find, however, were the guardians of the forbidden fruit, none other than Gobbo and Fernie. During your quest, you discover the flesh pit fruit is actually the mitochondria to the Gobbo's cell. It's their powerhouse, and without it, they perish. You must make difficult decisions about whether or not you can trust Gobbo and Fernie, or if your future depends on taking the fruit when the opportunity arises. Despite the occasional somberness of this tale, we heartily congratulate Tahara Rose for achieving first overall.
Thank you to everyone who participated in this year's Imaginary Game Jam. It has been a magical experience getting to witness Gobbo and Fernie transformed through your art and design into something new. Please ensure you are present in the Imaginary Game Studios Discord server so you can receive your free copy of Rogue Climber on Steam. Now, the video may be drawing to a close, but the show is only just beginning. I am thrilled to announce the Imaginary Game Mini Jam, a monthly game development event where you can practice your game dev skills with no strings attached. Each Imaginary Game Mini Jam will last 3 days over the course of a weekend and feature simpler rules to reflect its friendly, low-cost nature. I will continue to add a few new assets to the asset pack with each mini-jam, enabling you to make the games of your dreams. Please join us for the first Imaginary Game Mini-Jam on August 1st through 3rd at the start of next month. That's all for now. Thank you to each and every developer who took time out of their busy lives to contribute to the 2025 Imaginary Game Jam. It's been an honor to play through your games, and I can't wait to see what you'll make next.